you know, it's my thing now. You know what I mean? Julio's gone. HOA's dead.
Where did the
Inspiration?
yeah, like what made you want to start looking like that?
So it was at a time where I was doing so much business. I was honestly, it was, I was waking up and hoping I didn't get certain phone calls or recognized in public because I had to get orders out. And I didn't want to be bothered, swear to God. So I went out to the clothing store and I decided to make myself an incognito outfit that is really now the opposite of anything I ever wanted. But this mask, I was, I don't know, I was magnetized to, and I picked it in a different color than Julio wore. And I figured, oh, people wouldn't recognize me like this, but then obviously they did because it came with time.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So that's that story. But yeah, a lot of mixed emotions with things in business recently. Man, I don't know. You ever feel like you've done it all? You know?
Yes, for many years. Yet I keep getting dragged right back in.
Yeah, and I feel the same. But,
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a
Not the
very
same.
different experience. No, not the same.
Feeling it for the first time, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
And that's like recent.
Okay, fine. I have become tired of the repetitiveness of what I've been doing. Which is, I'm fine with. You know, I got my fulfillment. I got my enjoyment. Didn't make much money, but I was able to do things for people, which I'm happy with. I kept stable, you know? In fact, it got to a point where my competition started to sell me their material. I just picked up 5,000 something materials from Eden Taylor, my direct competition. So that kind of felt like a not accomplishment. I just don't, I don't know. Being able to broker for you has been amazing because I've gotten to go off into another path that I wanted to do, help you out, and that's great. I just don't. I think I need a little sabbatical from my main day-to-day.
Yeah, you need a change of pace to make it feel, things feel a little fresh, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I do. Between materials that are just getting more and more and more, and people are doubling their orders, and people are getting upset now and robbing people. And
really, what do you mean?
Well,
I didn't know sanitation got robbed that much.
Well, recently there's a new facade with Hydra and Exodus. Hydra
with Hydra and Exodus. Why? Yes, what's going on with them?
Well, Hydra is up and down. When they need the materials, they'll do it. They know my people. They know me. And one of my guys finally got back from his trip, so he's taking care of them to hold them back from doing it. But they got really desperate recently. I just sold Flippy 80,000 the other day. But
materials?
Yes. And he needs that on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day, which the demand and upkeep, Nino, has been impossible for one person alone.
Yeah.
Exodus, I can't tell you how upset I am with.
They need 50,000? The fuck do they need materials for?
80,000.
I wonder what the
like daily, more
daily.
Brother, there's a group.
80,000 daily?
They've been buying that much since I've sold to them. Yes.
The Hydra.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And there's a group that I usually do a 60,000 order for weekly. Nino, they doubled it to 120.
Okay.
It's going up. It's going up. It's going up. I don't know why. Don't ask questions. Don't care. Exodus has been robbing no matter what, because that's who they are. And everybody seems to have the same opinion of them. They're terrible. They're absolutely the worst. They petty rob on the weekends, calling themselves Habibi MC. They don't care. They just suck all the joy, money, and civilian weapons from any civilian and start all the beef with everybody. They don't care. They just go out and do their thing. So Exodus is an
they're going and just robbing
source.
everybody of the shit?
Yeah. Exodus, I think I want to say it's Ray and some other people from X80s. I don't know.
I'm familiar, but like, what is this? Some like a new trend, or like is it?
Yeah, it's a new trend. It's they've made a name for themselves by doing this and sharing Ray Romanov's ego. Like, you know him better than I do, so. I'm
confused. Well, go more into it. You know, you can't just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the May over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know. Okay.
So, but I want to know, like how real this is, right? Because otherwise, the walk away is like, this happened.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Exodus started with Ray and a bunch of these people from Hades. I believe I even saw Kit one time. I first met them on a weekend. On the weekends, they call themselves Habibi MC, where they roll out together and they petty rob civilians, criminals, just whoever they can pick up off the street and find holding AKs to their head, asking them, "Oh, who are you affiliated with?" I guess they don't mess with some people, but the majority, and definitely all the civilians. Going straight to sanitation.
Can you give me some names?
Robbing. I couldn't even give you the specific. It's anyone. Like, I'll go to the Sandy Yard. We'll see a group that even works for Eden or whoever.
I got you, but like
Senior Buns, wherever they will rob anywhere.
I get the anyone, but like, who do you personally know that was robbed?
My friends Harry and they try to get Jamie and they try to get. By the way, I took care of them too if they ever needed anything. Like my friend Jack, who's the daughter of someone who is my biggest seller, Jack Corrigan. Like they've completely, they have no moral compass when it comes to that.
Okay.
So that's disheartening because you can't work with people like that. They don't do business. They don't, it's not there's no taming, there's no communication factor. There's just criminal mindset, which a lot of them have, but a lot of them know how to do business. There's a big difference.
Okay.
Not the biggest deal, because apparently Sandy workers have been able to hold their own because they know how to maneuver around and get where they need to go and hide their things, which is fine.
I'm trying to be reasonable here, right? Like, I don't know if it's like rumor, it's like actually happening. You know what I mean?
I'm tired of the constant load and the transports, and I do so much moving on a daily basis. I have barely any time to breathe for myself.
Really? Well, why?
Yes, I do.
Why? I feel like you put that load on yourself.
I did when I started the business. I know. Juggling that on top of trying to help Princess in Blaine County, and I can't even do that because she's simply not allowing me to. I've called her for the past 3 days. You know what she's been doing?
Allowing you to what?
Not even allowing me to help Blaine County because I've been calling her the past 3 days without a response or answer or text back, trying to see what's going on.
with what?
Just anything, like what we're dealing with, legislation she's working on, her castle court. I'm trying to help her implement things that she is simply taking a back seat on because she's hanging out with her boyfriend. There's no movement, Nino. There is nothing. There is zero. She's given up on her county, Mr. Mayor.
It's funny you say that because I had a fucking 1 hour conversation with her yesterday, which was literally 2 sentences on repeat.
Really?
Yeah, she kept finding new ways to say the same thing, which is, I need money and this and that.
Funny how she's did nothing the past weeks. Went to a wedding, spends all the money in the county and then calls you because she realizes it's low and she's not doing anything legislatively or anything to help that budget.
No,
So,
I mean,
there's your answer.
I think she's just hard stuck that she's fallen in the trap of entitlement.
Yeah.
And a lot of people got that in San Andreas. It's just, she's the mayor. She was freaking out over like DOC pay and this and that. I'm like, we're all gonna pay. Like, I mean, fucking, we can chop it up between like me and the DOJ and shit, and you can chip in a little bit.
Oh, right? They had a meeting
But it was just like, the problem is like, it's one of those things where Princess is actually not interested in anything beyond her perspective, and I specifically mean this, right? Because there's a difference, right? There's like, I disagree, and then you show your opinion, right? But unfortunately, the conversation, for example, yesterday was not so much I disagree because, and here's the alternative, it was more like, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. It would be like, she won't even register that there's a solution already or acknowledge that there's a solution. It's almost like she's actively ignoring options that I'm telling her directly. Probably other people are telling her too, quite frankly, so that she can maintain like, this woe is Blaine County with its 5 people type shit. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But, not my problem. But it is tough listening to it. You know what I mean?
She spends her days in the hot springs with her boyfriend instead of having meetings and conversations. Yeah,
I kind of see the money as an excuse not to want to do. I think the mayorship became something she didn't expect it to be. And she was looking to rob it dry the moment, Fred did the thing with the jump pack, which never really sat well with me, given she's the one that wanted that money back. Right? Why? So she could do this?
Essentially.
And then kind of stand there like she had nothing to do with it. But whatever.
Greatest excuse in the world.
I don't. But hey.
So there's little I can do there. I had a goal for myself, and I realized my goal and what I was trying to do with a lot of things, it's become unattainable. So my spark, my spark's dimming. I'm just having a little heart to heart with you to let you know that.
I appreciate it.
I don't know.
Why don't you get involved with this new shit that I'm doing? Like beyond Leviathan. I mean, there's more shit that's going to come around the corner. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That in and of itself is a lot more logistical. It goes beyond materials and shit. You know?
I know. I really have to pass this material on to thing to someone. First.
Are you done with materials, or like, are you done with San Andreas for a while?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's leave that.
Because one of your okay. Because I think this is important for you to understand, is that you went so deep into materials that you took on too much of the responsibility. Now people rely on you, right?
Yeah. That is exactly what happened.
Like, just get rid of some of your clients.
I know, it's hard, man. It's fucking
Why are they demandy? Like, expecting if you don't do this, like there's a problem? Is it like an abuse of your kindness?
Not necessarily, but that feeling of stopping or letting someone or a group of people down. It's bad. Like
we met at the bar last
I
night.
dropped 50,000 off from Michael Manx today,
even
just a
remember?
little while
We
ago.
had sex
The
in your
besties.
car.
And we've been going back and forth and unable to connect. He's very hard to reach. He'll ask for an order and then 3 days later he'll
who?
contact me. Michael Manx.
Oh, Michael's been Michael's hard to come by nowadays. Yeah, hasn't been around.
Extremely. I'd rather like he'll message me, hey, can I have 50,000 materials? Okay. Missed call, missed call, missed call. 3 days, 4 days later. Hey, can I pick them up right now? It's like, okay, I held your order, but holy shit. Yeah, I dropped him today, and he admitted to me, he's like, I'm a terrible person. My group does terrible things. A lot of people hate us. But I appreciate you doing this. And Nino, that kind of felt nice. I don't know. But I'm trying to hold out for those people who can't make up their mind or be decisive. It's hard for me to keep wanting to try for them. I really wanted something in life as like a goal, and I had it, but I realized it's unattainable, unreachable, and I can't grasp it or wrap my mind around getting it. So without that, I guess I'm losing sight of the bigger picture.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
On my way to meet my manager.
I think you would regret if you drop the entire thing. Drop the entire thing.
Mhm.
I think this is kind of why I was holding your horses, trying to get you to hold your horses with like, I need money for this truck and that truck, because if you expand too fast, there's nothing left. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, right?
No, you're right. You're right.
You have to enjoy things, take it slow. Otherwise, you end up like, like back in the day, all right? I've been around this city probably consistently longer than anybody else. Just facts. I've seen things. That's why sometimes I get annoyed when, you got a new kid who's like trying to tell you how things are and what they could be and whatever, which I'm not saying that opinion doesn't matter, but when they're kind of like trying to explain to you type shit, and it's just like, yeah, you like as if I haven't seen 10 of you guys over the past 20 years, you know what I mean? You're not telling me anything new.
Yeah, of course.
But about like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, right? Myself and others, we had some goals in place. We had a lot we wanted to build up. And the pace of us and the pace of everyone else was such that
Yes, I'd like to check on the status of my
every day mattered.
audition tape.
Because every day, even if it was something as simple as like
I understand that
getting some amount of money or getting one little stone added to the fucking foundation of the house we were building. Every stone mattered, and every day that stone was what we focused on, right? But there were stones. They weren't like massive slabs. And give me a second. Let me just tell them I'm gonna call them back. And eventually, part of these stones or whatever I'm talking about was about cracking into banks.
Sure.
And stakeouts.
Hey, boo. What's up?
Not knowing the various aspects of how, what, where, what needed to be done to, get closer to getting inside.
Oh, yeah.
And even that was just baby steps towards a bigger prize and a bigger prize. And eventually, months and months and months and months and months later, we ended up cracking into the vault. First people in the city.
Holy shit.
Fucking my ass fucking cracked. I was the hacker in the group, so to speak.
Were you?
Among other
Okay.
things.
I didn't know you had it like that. Okay.
A lot you don't know. All right. Slowly trickles, you know what I mean? It's kind of like this story, right? I'm not going to tell you the world, but
I'm fabulous, of
Those times meant a lot.
I knew it.
And it wasn't just that, there was other things, right? Now you don't go around telling people I was robbing banks, right?
I don't tell people any of your business.
Mm.
Don't worry.
So, that was months. And it wasn't the last bank. Might have been for me. Kind of eventually lost interest, right? We'd hit that peak. But, you know, other things had come out that I had refocused my interest on. But the reason I bring up that is because we made every little moment matter. Brother, we used to spend fucking days figuring out how we were going to get in and get out. And
wow.
It wasn't just...
Okay. What was this?
The oddest driving I've ever seen, the way they was driving.
That was, I've seen that guy in that tow truck, like, literally more than I wanted to, and I have no idea why. I keep seeing him. I have no idea who the fucking that guy is.
The hell is he doing? Anyways.
Okay, go.
Every fucking moment mattered. So much so that it wasn't even like, how are we getting in there today? No, it was like, we need to get in there planning. It might be for a week, right? Like me and fucking Tony from Prodigyrp, we used to spend like literally sometimes 2 to 3 days. Like I'd plan for when he comes around, like how we're going to do this, make it like meaningful. And because of that, everything like really mattered. It had gravity, it had weight, it had purpose, right? And slowly but surely, like after that Volt Day, and it wasn't us, but it's everyone around us, all right? That all these things that mattered, all of a sudden, to a lot of folks, was just like, just enough. It was a snack that you had for the day. And it turned into that. It's like, you know, Fleeka, you know, Polito, Volt, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, 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 where all it was no longer the heist of the century.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't like, holy shit, remember what we did that 2 weeks? 2 weeks, or like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, like shit that you would remember type shit? No, it was just it was more frequent than taking a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it.
It was more frequent than taking a shit. I mean, even look around right now, right? My point is that it wasn't us, it was everyone around us. And you know, some people say like,
yeah,
don't bother what everyone else is doing. Dumb as shit anyone could say, you know, in a place like San Andreas.
Yeah,
Dumb
yeah,
as shit.
of course.
Not saying like, you know, those that might be doing it nowadays like it's a bad thing. We're here now, right? But just to be clear, but it was bad back then. It was bad back then because things were, you know, there was always something else. There was always something to reach for. But then a hunger came.
Okay.
Year and a half later. A hunger that was slowly going faster and faster and faster, where like there was almost like every fucking day, if there wasn't some new, like, you know, people just couldn't wait, crack. What now? Screaming into the skies of like, what next? Yeah. The reason I bring that up, right, is because I've never sort of fallen into that trap. Because if your goal is like right there, right? Like you can see the goal, you're like, hey, I'm gonna become the best material guy, and you go there as fast as you fucking can. There's no journey. There's no journey. There's no purpose. There's no meaning. None of that. The amount of times, like, even while I'm in mayorship, I get this fucking, you know, fucking, or like, who's fucking half fucking, they'll tell me like, oh man, Nino could just solve that by just writing legislation. Suck my dick. Go find, I go jump on, and I hope your mother, your girlfriend, and your firstborn son.
Oh my god.
Because, that you know, I was just over here to just like fucking just you know
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? None of it fucking matters. You might as well just say, hey, why don't you just fucking program a fucking NPC cops or like fucking program like NPC DOJ
Holy
and
shit.
just fucking like the alarm goes off and just like some locals come out and the cops got to, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you don't want to end up being a fucking NPC.
Yeah.
Because that's what ends up happening.
That's the fucking feeling, man.
And that's what happens when you end up rushing.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, as I have nothing else to. Like, I don't have anything to hide. Nothing. From your stories, what I can relate is this, and tell me if I'm selfish, please. I beg you. My goal and what I had in mind is kind of unrealistic. I wanted to. My vault,
Amazing.
you know,
Sure.
was a house.
Well, I mean, like, pretty fantastic.
And
You know, natural, good.
I didn't play a lot of cards right, and I did rush things, and I feel so accomplished, but I feel so terrible because I did things so wrong. I wanted to enjoy my time living up north in Toledo. And so I thought to obtain that, I would keep myself busy and save up for some goal like that and have a whole property situation, whatever. I entered the lottery. This is one of my. You're gonna think I'm crazy, and you're gonna. If you want to call me selfish, please go ahead. I
Oh
entered
no.
that house lottery. Kind of last minute, but not for myself. I didn't mean to. I didn't expect what I was gonna get, and I was lucky, and I'm so grateful. And it allowed me to share that experience with others and have something that I realized, like, well, shit, not a lot of people have and accomplish. And so that was one big thing. Now I'm over here trying to help others in the same fashion. I'll give you an example. The Saints,
Anymore.
they split up recently. I don't know if you heard. They're all gone.
I know.
They're selling their properties. They have 4 properties they're selling in Form Drive. And I was finally able to get a hold of one of the ex-Saints today because they've been advertising.
They're selling 4 properties? Sorry, pause.
Okay.
I'm going to buy them all. Tell them I'm buying them all.
Well, okay. Well, wait a second.
We need to, listen, Quantum,
Yeah.
how much do they want?
Brother, well, let me explain first. Let me cook
Yeah,
here.
I know. Sorry.
Cassie calls me from the Saints. And I'm dead honest with her of what I want and what I want to do.
Go ahead.
Are you ready? You're gonna fucking blow your top. She says to me, "You know what Form Drive is, right?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "You know the
It's a
people that live there?"
BCSO hangout.
Oh no, yeah, sure. But she's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Cassie, I'm a businessman. Let's make a deal. Let's do something here. What do you want for this house?" She says, "Quentin, we want to sell all the houses, but we want them all to go to a gang."
The captain of the Blaine County Sheriff Office wife said that.
Cassie from the Saints.
That's Ventura's wife. Yep.
Oh, I had no idea, but yes.
Oh, you didn't? Well, I
didn't
want you to
even-
I want
didn't
you
even
to
know for a
like
second.
just put that into perspective real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
And then say that again with knowing
Okay.
who she's married to.
Ventura's wife just said to me on the phone a little earlier that she wants all 4 of those properties
That's
to go to a gang
crazy.
collectively. And they will not sell to a hardworking civilian family who's been working in San Andreas for over a year doing the same job. even one of the houses for 1.5.
What if we just
or-
clap them till they sell us the house?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Wait, actually?
No, I'm kidding.
I was
agree
gonna
with
say,
that.
Jesus, no, but I'm actually
It's
serious.
just me and my man
Okay, well,
fate.
I mean, look,
He's not
all I wanted to do was help
listen.
a family. That
Look,
works.
all
for
I'm
me. Get a
saying
house.
is like, you know, if that's what's up, listen, like, that is so insane. But anyways,
I know.
they want a
figured you'd like
nice
that.
little gang to move in. Like, what the fuck?
She said to me, and you know what? By the way, I got a number. You're gonna love
Yeah.
this. She said, I was like, literally, realtor me. Give me the price. Give me one of them. Give me a number. Give me something. She says, oh, okay, 1 million. I immediately clapped back. I said, 1.5 done right now. She's like, oh, I gotta go talk to my partners and my in the group and the gang and okay.
You know,
Fucking
Prince.
ridiculous.
Princess told me yesterday that to help get property, she's leaning on Ventura. She said, in her own words, Ventura is the Bruce Baylor of Blaine County.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? You know about this?
I can only imagine. I'm saying,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
agreeing with-
I apparently this guy's been flipping properties for a while now.
You're kidding.
Her words, not mine.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I knew is that he picked up, because brother, she talks a lot. You have to be careful anything you say. She tells me, because I was telling, because she's like, she's like, there's a house, there's a house that's like locked down for the state or whatever, and she wants to get it. I'm like, I hate to tell you, but me and Michael have been trying to do that forever to give back to, like lottery and shit, right?
Yeah, I know it.
And we're like, we can't do it because I have a really fast brain. In fact, it's so fast,
know.
I come into the city that the city's not awake yet.
No, I know. I mean,
And
yeah, I know.
she goes, yeah, she tells me, well, yeah, that's why I have Ventura. He's the Bruce Baylor of Blaine County. He wakes up and can just immediately buy properties, and he's been doing it for a very long time. And immediately I had this moment where, like, the whole thing about like him having this property and that property, giving to the judges giving pursuit unit money, da 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 da. Immediately I came to the realization, I'm like, this guy's been a fucking rat from the very, very beginning. This guy's probably been flipping fucking properties for God knows how long.
Christ.
And the only reason I knew it to be true is because I know that he bought Changang's old fucking wash house. I know because he bought it. I know about it. And fucking what's his name? Muhammad. Remember Mo from
Mo? Who?
Oh, maybe you haven't met him before. Muhammad, he used to be one of the guys that ran VDM, the mechanic shop.
I know. Well, I know VDM, of course.
Yeah. And that was a
Yeah.
fucking wash house, and he said the place was loaded with money.
Oh my God, brother.
And you tell me this. Do you think the police department, like, what do you think happened to that money? You think they seized it? No, these dumb fucks were like, well, there's probably not a charge. And then they probably gave it to his girl to go and fucking clean. You know, they put it in his fucking bank account.
They gave it. Yeah, of course
Yeah.
they did. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so let me run it back like this. And I know because I asked, not once, 2 cops. I was like, are there any reports about a house being, this and that? And like, no.
Brother.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
I want
When
you
you put
to,
it
by
into
the way,
perspective.
if you are interested, I'm going to send you the flyer for those houses. If you want to blow them out of the market or something and get them.
Wait, say
So
again?
that perspective is great. I'm going to send you the flyer for what they're doing with those houses and selling them. So you have it.
We want a gang to move in? Bro,
They want a gang.
gross.
They want a gang.
Listen,
But
I get the perspective to a degree, but that's also a fucking odd as shit perspective, too.
Oh, I know. I know. It's it's kind of crazy. I mean, like I explained, like I have a family who works their ass off doing this, this, and this, and they work with those people, those gangs on that fucking street. You know, it would
You know,
make
I
this,
gotta
this, and this a
say,
lot easier.
I gotta say, just sorry, real quick, is that I do at least somewhat sympathize with Princess. Is holy fuck, imagine you had the BCSO, who's the real government up north.
Pretty sunny this weekend. Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm just saying, no one's
Oh
been.
my God,
Part of me
yeah.
is like, man, maybe someone else runs down here. I should really just go up north.
That would be.
That'd be funny as fuck. Win the election, fucking just boot the.
Brother, that would be funny, and it would ruin their lives at the same time.
That'd be so fucking funny.
It would be amazing.
I mean, it's little shit like this, and it's I don't know.
Part of me
That-
just
that would
wonders
be
what Marty
funny.
would have done. Holy shit.
Marty threw.
Oh, of course he did. Of course he did, brother. But yeah, I sent you that flyer if you want to take a look. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind. A few things. You know, I'm trying. I try so hard to get other people into situations and things, and yeah, I want something
Try
unimaginable.
to keep your
for
shit
myself, brother.
alive a little bit. All right, trust.
know.
Pull back a bit, and let me cook. Like I said, the shit I'm building up, I think it'll build some interest for you,
Yeah,
and I'll have a little bit more meaning. You know what I mean? But you should
Yeah,
also
yeah,
take
yeah.
a break.
I should. I know.
Yeah.
I just
Don't burn
you know what
yourself
happens when you
out.
take a break and you're lost to the wind, right? So.
You could be.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna. I'm still. I can buy and sell from Tahiti. That's good. But I'm just telling you what's kind of.
I'm
going
not
on recently.
actually. Don't listen. I want to play a different character. All right, guys. I've had my fun.
What about you? Anything on your mind? You let me. Yeah.
Not really. Today's been a very relaxed day.
Oh, good.
I'm looking forward to, courts getting up and going, and I will say, even if while I do all this, I don't know if there's anyone left civilians that can, maybe that's why I was so agitated, that can benefit. There are civilians, but there's just not a lot.
No.
So like even the thing you said about Exodus, that's why I want to know, like, how real is what you're saying, right? Like,
Absolutely.
and not based on just statement or hearsay, but like how
I
many people are getting hit. And then it frustrates me because then I think about all the times the cops probably ignored it.
of course they do.
And all
I
the
could get
times they
more
said,
into
you know what,
details.
we're actually not going to give any, you know what I mean? It's the whole thing is fucked because they want a system that just lets them, oh my God. And then it's like, I don't know, man. It doesn't matter if it's cops or it doesn't matter if it's gangs. They all just want to eat off the plate and make everyone victimized. And I'm not saying all the gangs, right? Like, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not even saying Exodus. But like, gang's gonna gang, right? But when the PD doesn't give a fuck, there is no pushback. But the pushback they keep demanding, like this fucking VAF shit, brother. Like, I want to fucking blow with their fucking brains
oh
out.
My God, I
Fucking,
know.
you care about the car? Listen, how about your fucking cops that barely know how to fucking do any math? Like, how about they and instead of like pretending they can't fucking wipe their ass, they fucking, and I don't know, like,
I know.
actually do something about it with the tools that they got, but they need a bunch of fucking buttons that can make a
Yeah, you could say that again.
So like that's like there's a lot of the, It's pretty cooked if you think about it.
Oh, it's very cooked, brother. It's very cooked.
Yeah.
It's very cooked.
Anyways.
Yeah. So,
hey, for what it's worth, you know, I was involved in some shit a while back, and I've slowly taken a break from it. You know what I mean?
for sure. I hear you. I'm at that point. I just I need to get my eggs in order or some shit.
Did you see this tweet,
not a bad
guys?
thing. Like I said,
Jet
DVD,
Sam.
pina colada one hand, strawberry daiquiri in the other, and rum and coke between my thighs. I think I'll be okay. At least for a little. Just need a little tiny sabbatical. But
Yeah.
Yeah. You
All
see
right.
Michael often, right?
I do. I mean, he's been around not as much recently.
Yeah, I know. And well, especially soon, he won't be because of. But yeah. You got a great man on your hands, you know. Wouldn't have this business if it wasn't for him. And your motivation, of course. No.
Hang tight there.
Oh,
I gotta get going.
I'm hanging, brother.
Yeah. You see you around.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, brother. Take it easy. Thank you again.
Hey, anytime, Quantum. That was a good convo. Give them more fucking tools. What the fuck are they gonna do with it? They're just gonna pass the cars or chase this and chase that. Not a single goddamn soul willing to. I bet somebody fucking got robbed of their ID and no one did anything about it. Well, I know OOC, it's gotta be true because I played Brian and I came across a hostage. Me and